Welcome to Yoga with Kelly. Let's start by taking a seat on our mats. Sitting in easy pose, making sure the spine is nice and long. And if you need to, you can sit on a block to allow the hips to be higher than the knees to make sure there's no curving through that lower spine. Let the hands rest just comfortably on the knees. You can close the eyes or soften the gaze by looking down towards the floor. And now rolling the shoulders up and back and down, making sure there's no tension through the shoulders. Pausing here in our easy pose, allowing ourselves to settle in, become grounded, become present. Bringing the awareness to the breath. Breathing in and out through the nose. Feeling the breath as it enters into the body. And then breathing out, noticing the breath as it exits the body. And if you notice any areas of tension or discomfort in the body, allow the breath to come to those areas to ease any tension, to aid in any discomfort. As we move through this practice, although I will be guiding, it is your body that is your true guide. Honor and accept your own personal limits, never moving beyond what is safe or comfortable for you. If you feel pain at any point, simply come out of the posture or make any adjustments you need to. And now taking 2 more breaths in and out through the nose. You can open your eyes now, or you can keep them closed. We'll start with some shoulder rolls, lifting the shoulders up towards the ears, letting the shoulders roll back and down. Using the breath to guide you. Inhaling, the shoulders come up, and as you exhale, the shoulders go back and down. So nice, soft, gentle movements here, not rushing through the movement. And now reversing direction, so the shoulders come up and forward and down. Again, using that breath as your guide. Inhaling, the shoulders come up. Exhaling, the shoulders roll forward and down. And one more roll. And now tuck the elbows in, up against the waist, extend the fingers out, And now roll the wrists one direction. And changing direction. And now releasing the arms to the mat. Inhaling the arms up overhead, palms together. Exhale, release the arms down by your side. Inhale the arms up. And exhale, release the arms down. Moving with the breath. We'll do 2 more of these. Inhaling the arms up and exhaling the arms down. Last one, and release. Plant that right hand on the mat. Inhale the left arm up, and then exhaling, tilt over to the right side. Coming into this side body stretch. The gaze can be turned up towards the ceiling, or the gaze neutral depending on the comfort level of your neck. Keep both sits bones firmly planted on the mat, feeling the side body stretch. Shoulder stays relaxed. Next, inhale, rise up. Exhale, release that arm down to the mat. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale, tilt over to the left side. The gaze can be up towards the ceiling or neutral. Again, keeping both hips firmly planted on the mat, not shifting the weight into that left side. And then at the next inhale, rising up and exhaling, releasing the right arm to the mat. Bring the hands out in front. Let's move into tabletop. Planting the palms on the mat. Wrists are stacked under the shoulders. The knees are hip distance apart. Knees are stacked under the hips. A neutral spine, so the belly's not dropping and you're not rounding through the spine. Inhale the right arm up towards the ceiling. Exhale, sweep the right arm through under the left. Come in to thread the needle, letting that right shoulder rest on the mat. You can always rest that shoulder on a block, making sure there's no strain in the neck. Letting the head rest comfortably on the floor. The left hand is gently on the mat. The elbow points up towards the ceiling. The right palm is face up. Take a breath in. Exhale, press through the left hand. Inhale the right arm up towards the ceiling. Exhale, release that right hand to the mat. We'll move on to the other side. Inhale the left arm up towards the ceiling. Exhale, sweep that left arm through under the right, placing now the left shoulder on the mat or on a block, letting the right hand rest on the mat with the elbow pointing up towards the ceiling. Making sure there's no strain in the neck. Take one more breath in. As you exhale, press through the right hand. Bring the left arm up. Inhale. Exhale, release that left hand back to the mat, coming back into the neutral tabletop. Next, we'll be doing cat and cow. So we inhale, drop our belly, look up towards the ceiling. Tailbone reaches up towards the sky. This is our cow pose. Exhale, round through the spine. Tuck the tailbone under, chin to chest, pressing through the shoulders. This is our cat. We inhale for our cow. And exhale for cat. So find your personal rhythm. Just moving with the breath. Letting that breath be your guide. And one more round of cat-cow before coming back to a neutral tabletop. And now curling the toes under, sinking the hips back towards the heels. We'll come into our tiptoe stretch, walk the fingers back towards the knees, rise up on the toes, getting that nice deep stretch through the foot, through the toes. And if you like, you can add some balance challenge here by lifting the hands up off the mat, or you can just keep them on the mat. Choice is yours. And if you like, you could always place a block under the foot to help support you. And now release your hands to the mat, walk the fingers out, drop the knees, come back into tabletop, turn the tops of the feet to be flat on the mat, providing a nice counter stretch to that deep toe stretch. We'll move into tail wave next. So from our neutral tabletop, we pinch at the waist, reaching the right shoulder towards the right hip. It's just a subtle move here. You're imagining your waist is being wrapped around a pole. Inhaling back to center. Exhale, the left shoulder reaches towards the left hip. Inhaling back to center. Exhale, right shoulder to right hip. Inhaling back to center. Exhaling, left shoulder to left hip. We'll do 2 more of these on each side. Letting the breath be your guide. The breath keeps us present in our practice. It's what guides us through our movement. It links our postures, determines how long we stay in each posture. And once we're back in our neutral tabletop position, we're going to curl our toes under, take a breath in, exhale into downward facing dog. So coming into this inverted V posture, letting the arms be shoulder width apart, the legs hip distance apart, the spine is long and straight, the arms are pressing away from the ground, letting the palms, the pads of the fingers take the weight in your hands, reaching the tailbone towards the ceiling, keeping the spine long. You're reaching your chest towards the thighs. You can pedal out your dog by bending one knee and then the other, reaching the heels towards the floor. Letting the creases of the elbows face each other. And now bending the knees deeply, inhaling, look forward, exhale, step towards your hands, coming to the front of your mat, standing forward, fold. The legs are hip distance apart. You can have a soft bend in the knees, the head and neck hang softly. And if you feel this in your lower back, bend the knees. Reach the tailbone up towards the sky. Take a breath in, come up halfway, coming into our halfway lift. The hands can rest on the thighs. The shoulders are rolled back and down, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Elbows are tucked up against the ribs. The spine is long and straight, gazes forward. Make sure the weight is in the balls of your feet. Take a breath in. Exhale, standing forward fold. And now bend the knees and inhale, rise up to standing. Good job. Okay. So let's run through some sun salutations. So come to the front of the mat. Inhale those arms up overhead into mountain pose. The legs are firmly gripping, the feet are gripping into the mat. The legs are long and active. Lift the kneecaps up, so engaging the quadriceps. The spine is long. The arms are extended long, up overhead. Palms are facing one another. Shoulders are relaxed. And now bring the hands together, down through heart center. Come into standing forward fold. Pausing for a few breaths here. Again, letting the head and neck relax. Keeping that soft bend in the knee if you need to. Pressing the chest towards the thighs. And now inhaling to a halfway lift. Take a breath in. Exhale, plant the hands, come into a kneeling plank. Ensure the body is nice and long from the knees to the crown of the head. You don't want a dropped belly or a bottom too high up in the air. You want a nice long line. The elbows are, the wrists are stacked under the shoulders. Pressing the shoulders away so you're not sinking in through the chest. Take a breath in. Exhale, bend the elbows, keep them tight up against the rib cage, coming down nice and slowly to lie on your belly as we move into low cobra next. Extend the legs long. Hands stay under the shoulders. Lift the kneecaps up off the mat by pressing the tops of the feet in towards the floor. Inhale, lift the head and chest up off the mat. Create length through the spine so it's not an arching through the back. Keep the tops of the feet flat on the floor. Take one more breath in. Exhale to release. And now curl the toes under, press yourself up. Inhale and exhale, downward facing dog. Again, pedaling out the dog. And now bending the knees deeply. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step towards the front of the mat. Coming into standing forward fold. Inhaling to a halfway lift. Exhale, standing forward fold. And now bend the knees deeply. And inhale, rise up to standing. Okay, we'll do two more sun salutations like that. Inhale into mountain pose. Bring the hands together. Inhale. Exhale. Standing forward fold. We'll just move nice and slowly here. Inhale into a halfway lift. Exhale, coming down into your kneeling plank. Take a breath in. Exhale, lower down to the mat, keeping those elbows tucked in. Cobra's next. Plant those tops of the feet in the floor. Lift the kneecaps. Inhale. Lift the head and chest up off the mat. And now exhale to release. Curl the toes under. Press yourself up. Coming into downward facing dog. And bend the knees now. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step towards the front of the mat. Standing forward fold. Inhaling to a halfway lift. Exhaling, standing forward fold. And now inhaling, coming up to standing. Good job. All right, so one more time. Inhale into mountain pose. Bring the palms together. Exhale, standing forward fold. Inhaling to a halfway lift. Exhale, coming down into that kneeling plank. Engaging that abdominal core to keep everything long and straight. Exhale, lower down to the mat. Straighten the legs long. Place the tops of the feet on the mat. Lift the kneecaps. Inhale, coming into cobra. And now exhaling, release, curling the toes under, coming into downward facing dog. And then bending the knees, inhaling, look forward, step to the front of the mat, standing forward fold. Inhaling to a halfway lift. Exhaling, standing forward fold. Bend the knees and then rise up to standing. Good job. Good job. Okay. So let's come to the front of our mat. We're going to move into chair pose next. So with the feet hip distance apart, you can place a block between the knees if you like. Going to ground through the feet, extend the arms out at shoulder height, bend the knees, sit back in our imaginary chair. Now with the arms out at shoulder height, it provides a nice counterbalance. Make sure the weight is in your heels. You should be able to lift up your toes, give your toes a little wave. And now let's throw in some airplane arms. So inhale, exhale, sweep those arms back behind you. Inhale, bring the arms back to reach out in front. You should be able to look down and see your toes. And if you can't, just rise up. You don't want to have the weight forward over the toes. And we're just going to hold this for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, rise up. Woo, good job. You're in good shape. Good stuff. All right, so let's move into some warrior poses next. Come to the front of your mat. Inhale, the left leg up, and exhale, step it back. We'll move into warrior one. So the heels will be aligned. The left foot is angled at about a 45-degree angle. We turn to face the short edge of our mat, the front, and now bend that front knee. And you want to make sure that the knee is stacked over the ankle. Inhale, the arms up overhead. So the shoulders are over the hips, not leaning forward. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Palms are facing one another. And you also want to feel some pressure through the outer edge of that left foot. That knife edge of the foot. Take a breath in, and now exhale into warrior two. So make the adjustment. The left foot turns to be parallel with the short edge of the mat. The body now turns to face the long edge of the mat. This right knee is still at a 90-degree angle. The arms are extended out over shoulder, at shoulder height, and only the gaze is turned to look over those right fingertips. Now look down. You should be able to see your big toe. Don't want to see any of this with the knee collapsing in. The knee should be in line with that second toe. And so if that's, if you can't see that, just come up a bit. Again, the heels are aligned. And now turn the right palm up towards the ceiling. Inhale into reverse warrior. So the left arm comes down along that left leg. Right arm is up towards the ceiling. The gaze can be up. And if you like, you can throw in, have that left arm come around your back. Throwing in a half bind. Keep that front knee bent. Try not to rise up. And then take one more breath in. Exhale back to warrior two. And now straighten the front leg. Move into triangle next. Inhale, shift forward from the waist. Exhale, come into triangle, releasing the right arm down towards the floor. Left arm is up towards the ceiling. Arms are at 6 and 12. Keep a soft bend in that right knee. I don't want to see that locked. This left hip stays rolled back. Right hip is rolled forward. Shoulders are stacked. The gaze can be up towards the ceiling or straight, nice neutral gaze, depending on how comfortable it is for your neck. At the next inhale, rise up to warrior two. Exhale, release the arms, straighten the leg, pivot that right foot to be parallel with the left. We'll move into a wide-legged forward fold with a twist. So with a nice wide stance through the legs, feet are parallel. Inhale the arms out to shoulder height. And now turn the palms up towards the ceiling. Look up towards the ceiling. Take a breath in. Exhale, hinge at the hips, and with a nice flat back, fold forward towards the floor, releasing the hands to the floor or to a block. And now planting the left hand under your nose. Inhaling the right arm up towards the ceiling. Now make sure the weight hasn't been shifted back into the heels. You want to have the weight fully on your feet. Our tendency is to shift the weight back into the heels. Take a breath in, exhale, release the right hand to the mat. Replace that right hand with the left under your nose. Inhaling the left arm up towards the ceiling. Letting the gaze follow if that's comfortable for your neck. Take a breath in. Exhale, release that left hand to the floor. Inhale, both arms out towards the sides, out at shoulder height. Engage the core. Keep a nice long flat back. And then inhale, rise up to standing. Good job. Release those arms. And then just walk the feet back together. Good. Give it a good shake. Good stuff. Okay, well, got to do it on the other side. So come to the front of the mat. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale, step that right foot back for warrior one. Again, the heels are aligned. The right foot now is at about a 45-degree angle. Bend the front knee, stacking it over the ankle. Facing the hips, face the short edge of the mat. Inhale the arms up overhead. And then keep breathing, keep the shoulders soft, the arms are long and active. Take one more breath in. Exhale now into warrior two. So the right foot parallel with the short edge of the mat. The body is facing the long edge. Still bent over through that left knee, over the ankle. The arms are extended out at shoulder height and only the head turns to look over the left fingertips. The arms are reaching long from fingertip to fingertip. And now turn that left palm up towards the ceiling. Inhale, come into reverse warrior. Let that right arm come down along that right leg. Left arm up towards the ceiling. Gaze is up. And if you want, you can wrap that right arm around your back. It helps to keep that chest open, the heart open towards that long edge of your mat. And then we'll take a breath in, exhaling, coming back into warrior two. Inhale, straighten that left leg. We'll move into triangle next. Shift forward from the waist and then exhale, releasing the left arm towards the floor. Right arm up towards the ceiling, 6 and 12, keeping that soft micro bend through the left knee. Again, the right hip is rolled back, left hip is rolled forward, imagining your body is immersed between two panes of glass. And now inhale, rise up, warrior two. Take a breath in, exhale, release the arms, straighten the leg, and now let's turn the left foot. So instead of this time, rather than wide-legged forward fold, we'll move into goddess pose. So turning the feet at a 45-degree angle so that the toes are pointing the corners of your mat. We're standing up nice and tall. Make sure the stance is nice and wide. Goddess pose is a yogi squat. We can place the hands on the hips. Inhale, externally rotate through the hips. Lower down into your yogi squat. You want to have the knees over in line with that second toe. So not collapsing in, really rotating through the hips, turning the legs out. Inhale, rise up. Pause here. Take a breath in. Exhale, come down into your goddess pose, your yogi squat. Spine is long and straight. Only coming down while you get as far as you can to keep the integrity of that external rotation through the hip. Inhale, rise up. And we'll do that one more time. Take a breath in. Exhale, come into goddess pose. And this time we'll add goddess arms by bringing the arms out, elbows bent at 90 degrees. And now inhale, rise up, release the arms, and then walk the feet back together. Good job. Give it a good shake. Excellent. Okay, let's move on to some balance postures next. So make sure you have a secure space to hold on to, perhaps the wall there, so you can hold on to the wall in case you feel unstable at any point. We're going to start with tandem pose, so grounding through the left foot. We step the right foot in front, the heel to toes. So what's nice about this balance posture is there's lots of variations. So you can step your right foot further away so it's more space between the feet to provide a bit more stability. And you can even step the right foot over to broaden your base as well. So just find what challenges your balance. And now standing up nice and tall, bring the hands to cross at the chest. Hands are resting on the shoulders. Make sure you keep breathing. Find that single point of focus that helps you with your balance. And then if you'd like to increase the challenge of this balance posture, you can close one eye and then the other. And if your eyes are closed, open one eye and then the other. Take a breath in. Exhale, release the arms and release the legs. Good. Okay. And now planting the right foot. We'll do the same thing for the other side. So find the place that challenges your balance with the position of your feet. We often have one side that feels a bit more stable than the other. So you'll know which side it is for you. Once you find that position for the feet, cross the arms at the shoulders. And perhaps this side is the side you'd like to close one eye, then the other. And if not, that's okay. And now opening one eye, if your eyes are closed, and then the other. Taking a breath in. Exhale, releasing the arms and releasing the legs. Good job, good. Okay, one more balance posture here. Let's move into tree pose. So again, starting with grounding through the left foot, really creating a nice stable trunk for our tree. So really gripping into the mat with all bases of the foot, the toes, the heel, the sides of the feet, and then opening up the right knee. So again, externally rotating through the hip, really engaging this left leg. So engage the gluteus maximus, the quadriceps femoris, really activating those. Now with this right foot, you can place the heel against the ankle, and that might be challenging enough for you. Or you can place the sole of the foot against the calf, or you can place the sole of the foot, just guide that foot up, and place it up against the inner thigh. So always avoiding the knee, it's above or below the knee. And once you find that place of challenge for your balance, finding that single point of focus, you grow your branches by extending the arms long. Make sure you keep breathing, not holding the breath. And then taking another breath in, bringing the hands together, exhaling the hands through heart center, releasing the leg, shake it out. Good. Good job. Okay. Same thing on the other side. So again, grounding now through this right foot, really anchoring the foot into the ground, to the mat, to the earth, really creating length, a nice strong trunk for this tree. And then place that foot where it challenges your balance on this side. And then finding that single point of focus. And once you feel stable, again, extending the arms. Maybe you want to be a different tree, perhaps a cactus. It's okay to sway like trees do in nature during a windstorm. And now taking a breath in, bringing the hands together, exhaling the arms through heart center, and releasing the leg. Good. Shake it out. Good stuff. All right, let's come to a seated position on the mat. We'll move into a seated twist next. So extending the feet long. You can move those fleshy bits from underneath your sits bones. And then bend the right knee. You can place that right foot on the inside or the outside of that left leg. Keep the left leg long and strong, and then a nice flexed foot on that left foot. Place the right hand behind the right hip. We're going to inhale, and exhale, we're going to turn towards the right side, coming into our twist. Now the right hand is just helping to keep that spine nice and long and straight. The head is turned towards the right, and you can wrap that left elbow around the left knee, right knee, or you can just give that right knee a hug with that left arm, whatever works for you. Again, keeping the spine nice and long and straight. So with each inhalation, we create space. Exhale, we twist a little bit further. Keep that left foot nice and flexed. And now take a breath in, turn the head back to center. Exhale, release the arms and release the leg. Good. And now extending that right leg long, bending the left knee, planting that left foot on the inside or outside of that right leg. Placing the left hand adjacent to the left hip. Inhale, exhale, turn towards the left this time. And place that right elbow maybe on the outside of that left knee, or again, just giving it a nice little hug, whatever you like. Keeping the spine long and straight. Again, each time we inhale, we create space. Exhale, we try to twist a little bit further. And then taking a breath in, turning the head back to center. Exhaling, releasing the arms, releasing the legs. Good. We'll come into a bound angle next. So open up those legs. Bring the soles of the feet to touch. And you can place a block under each thigh if you like. Bring the feet in, the heels in towards the pelvis. You can reach forward and press hold of the toes. Roll the shoulders back. Take a breath in and hinge at the hips. Lead with the heart and come forward towards, bringing your heart towards your toes with a nice long straight spine. Inhale, rise up. Guide the knees together. Good. And now let's come to lying on our backs. So rolling flat on your back, we'll move into bridge pose. So with the legs hip distance apart, bring the heels towards the buttocks. Reach the arms long. What you want to do is reach your middle fingers to touch your heels, and that's going to give you a good alignment for the knees over the ankles. So we're going to press with our feet in towards the floor. We're going to take a breath in. Exhale, press through the feet, lifting the hips up towards the ceiling. Coming into our bridge pose. Try not to have the knees go beyond the ankles. Take a breath in and then exhale, release. So we'll do a couple more of these. Take a breath in. Exhale, press through the feet, lifting up through the hips, pressing the pelvis up towards the ceiling. Just going to hold this for a couple breaths, and then exhale, release the hips towards the floor. We'll do this one more time. Take a breath in, exhale, press the hips up towards the ceiling. This time, roll the shoulders under your back, clasp the hands together, pressing the chest up towards the ceiling, opening up the heart. Really keep the pelvis lifted. Keep breathing. And then take one more breath. Release the arms, release the hands, exhaling and releasing the pelvis towards the floor. Bring the knees in towards the chest. Gently rock from side to side. And now Placing the left foot flat on the mat, extend that right leg long towards the ceiling. You can reach around the thigh with your hands or using a strap. You can wrap the strap around the ball of your foot to help support that leg. Choice is yours. And with that right foot flexed, straighten the leg, getting that nice stretch through the back of that right leg. And now pointing the foot, flexing the foot, relax the foot, roll the ankle one direction. Change direction. Good job. Bend the knee, cross the ankle over the left leg, come into supine pigeon. You can reach through and grasp hold of that left thigh with your hands pulling the leg in towards your chest to deepen the stretch. You can always press with the right elbow in towards that right thigh to deepen the stretch further. Keep the right foot flexed. Keep breathing. Now take a breath in. Exhale, release that left foot towards the floor, uncross the right. Plant the right foot on the floor. Extend the left leg long this time. We'll come into the stretch on this left leg now. So pressing the heel towards the ceiling. Nice flexed foot and then straightening the leg. Feeling the beautiful stretch through the entire back of the leg. And now pointing the foot, flexing the foot, relaxing the foot, rolling the ankle one direction, and then changing direction. And now bending the knee, crossing the left ankle over the right, coming into supine pigeon on this side. And if you like, you can grasp hold of that right thigh, bringing it in towards the chest to deepen the stretch, keeping the left foot flexed this time. And if you did so on the other side, you might want to try it again on this side by pressing that left elbow in towards the left thigh to deepen the stretch, pressing the knee away. Taking a breath in. Exhaling, releasing the right foot, uncrossing the left. Bringing both knees in towards your chest. You can gently rock from side to side. Opening the knees to reach towards the underarms. Bend the legs. Send the soles of the feet up towards the ceiling, coming into happy baby. Now make sure the hips are not lifted way up high. You want to keep the sacrum flat on the mat. So a nice long spine. And then reaching the hands to grasp wherever you can on your legs. Depending on your flexibility, you might only get this far. You might get deeper. It's whatever works for you. And then just like happy babies, we'll gently rock from side to side. And then bring those knees back to center. Release the left leg long, flat onto the mat, keeping the right knee in towards the chest. Grasp hold of that right knee with the left hand. Extend the right arm out at shoulder height. We'll move into supine twist next. Guide that right knee over towards the left side with that left hand coming into this twist, keeping both shoulders flat on the mat. The gaze can turn to look over those right fingertips, only if it's comfortable for your neck. Inhale, come back to center. Bring both knees in towards your chest. Gently rock from side to side. Extend the right leg long. Guide the left leg over to the right side with the right hand. Extend the left arm out at shoulder height, coming into supine twist on the other side, and then turning the gaze to look over to the left. Again, keeping both shoulders flat on the mat. It's not about getting that knee towards the floor. It's about feeling that twist through the spine while keeping both shoulders on the mat. At your next inhale, bring the knees back to center, gently rocking from side to side. And we've come to our final posture, our corpse pose. So extend those long legs long towards the edges of the mat, letting the feet flop open. The arms can be by your side, palms facing up. Our Shavasana. Allow the body to melt into the mat. Feel the weight of the body. Allow yourself now to reap the benefits of your practice by relaxing the mind and relaxing the body. And finally, surrendering into the stillness. And now start to bring some awareness back into your body by wiggling your fingers and your toes. You can gently rock your head from side to side. Extending those arms up overhead, pointing the feet, coming into this full body stretch like you're just waking up in the morning. And now bending that right arm, rolling onto the right side, using that right arm as a pillow as you come into your supported fetal position. Pausing. And then pressing yourself up to seated position, keeping the eyes closed if you choose to, or the gaze soft. Bringing the hands to rest at heart center. Thank you for letting me guide you today. Namaste.